Sooty Bark Disease has been spotted on maple trees here at Franklin Park and throughout Tacoma. Researchers are now working to determine if the excessive heat we've seen this summer and in recent years is what's causing the harmful fungus to grow. A piece of nature right in the middle of Tacoma. Linda Kopp comes to Franklin Park almost daily.
It's really peaceful, yes.
Yeah.
I love it. I bring my grandkids here all the time.
Her favorite park is now part of a scientific study after some maple trees were discovered with Sooty Bark Disease. Experts say it comes from a fungus that has been in the Pacific Northwest environment for 50 years. The fungus gets into the tree and creates a dark powdery lesion on the outside of bark that looks like soot.
It could also get beneath the bark into the actively growing tissues of the tree. And that's where it starts to disrupt the tree's flow of water and nutrients between the roots and the canopy.
Ben Thompson with Washington State Department of Natural Resources says the state became aware of the infected maple trees after a researcher with Washington State University's Puyallup Extension randomly discovered them at Franklin Park. Thompson says spores from the fungus can be an irritant to the lungs, but it's not harmful to people just passing by.
The people that are at highest risk for that kind of exposure are the folks doing tree work, because they're actually out handling the trees, they're climbing the trees, they're cutting on the trees, if they threw, for example, infected plant material through a wood chipper, all those spores would get kicked up and they're right there breathing it all in.
Thompson says there is no research in the region about this specific disease or its impact.
Until we have some baseline research to tell us about what this disease is and how it operates in the Pacific Northwest, then it's going to be harder for us to evaluate if things are changing over time.
So Washington will be one of the first in the Pacific Northwest to study Sooty Bark Disease. And the DNR has awarded WSU a $40,000 grant to lead the research with the help of people who want to save their piece of nature.
Engaging the community and getting folks out there to first teach them how to recognize the signs and symptoms of Sooty Bark Disease, and then how to record that information across different locations in the city where there are different heat gradients. So where there are cooler places, where they're the hottest places, where there are some spots in between.
State researchers are looking for citizen scientists to help them do this work. If you think you've seen Sooty Bark Disease or want to become a volunteer, we have a link on our website for you to sign up. Just log on to fox13seattle.com. Reporting in Tacoma, Frankie Thompson, Fox 13 News.